Well, Mike, it might just be me and you in here this morning, it looks like. Just kidding. Really? So when you click on that, did you click on the link out of the out of Slack? That's really weird. Because this page should have no membership or any kind of redirect on it. That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna look at that real quick. Okay. Yeah, I just made sure that all of the settings were open for this page, so it should just never be an issue for anybody to just click straight here. That's weird. Super weird. Like, if you think you're a simpleton, bro, you should hang around with me a little bit. Okay. So NFE. Let's see what we're looking at for forecasts, and maybe we should get a panel of 6 or 7 economists around here, and we could all just have a great discussion on. Oh, and we get cat unemployment today too. Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes for people to get to join up. I'm reading an article right now on 10 ways to reduce your trading stress. If number one's not stop trading altogether, then this article's full of crap. What are the early signs of stress? Uh, that's good morning. Happy NFP Friday. I'm reading an article right now on 10 ways to reduce your trading stress. And number 7 is, what are early signs of stress? I'm trying to think about it. I think that I think just being awake as a trader is pretty stressful. That's an early sign. Clumps of hair. That is definitely one of the earlier signs of stress. When you wake up 7 times a night to check a trade, that's a good sign. Even if you don't have hair. that means somebody else is pretty much stressing out about the hair you took off their head in your hands too. So that's early signs of stress for somebody else. If you start pulling out your wife's hair every night, you know you're in trouble. Oh. All right. Well, we got an hour till NFP. I thought we'd go over some stuff. See what's kicking around the old farm here. Yeah, gray hair's crawling out. Oh my gosh. I have turned. There's no way I'm getting old enough to have this much gray from what I've gotten over the last 18 to 24 months of my life. My wife says it looks sophisticated and that it makes me look wiser. And I keep telling her that I just look older now and feel older. And yeah, odd. I got to pay better attention to the news again. I didn't realize they had a rate statement, not a rate statement, a monetary statement last night. And it just destroyed AU and NU again. So those, I think, just commentary. I think I'm distinguished like Bill Clinton. I think AU and NU are going to be good sells for a long time. Sorry, I'm going to type for a second. I'm going to turn the mic off so I don't make all those typing noises. All right. Did anybody have a problem getting to this page? Like when you clicked on the link, did it go straight here? Mike was saying he had a problem with it. It should be an open page that can go anywhere. Yeah, good. It shouldn't require any kind of login. Cool. All right. Well, then let's just go ahead and get started. Okay. So hi, I'm Sean. We're gonna talk about trading today. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, some people are trying to get in. So I wanna run this all the way up until the NFP number. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them in either Slack chat or the chat on the side of this page, or you could get a llama to put a note in its mouth and bring it to me. It's always a good way to get questions over. I might answer it next week, but I mean, you could totally do it. So NFP, the most, oh, dang it. What's up? It's always April that points out my mic feedback. What would I do without April? What would I do without her telling me that my mic sucks? Hopefully that's better. I've tried to remove every electronic device from within 1 mile of the microphone. We'll see if that helps. So, non-farm payrolls. The biggest event of the non-events that happen in the news cycle every month. NFP has kind of lost its sting lately. It's one of those things that it tends to be an order build event and then stop run event, right? They play the casino on NFP for sure. You know, FOMC now and ECB and all those rate decisions, they have some actual teeth and some lasting impact on market conditions. But you know, unless NFP just comes out with a ginormous surprise, then it's a non-event that they use to run the casino, right? They use it to, like I said, for the day or 2 days before, they use it to find ranges, elicit trading, elicit guys like us to look at charts and go, oh, okay, well, it's going to break out here. It's going to break out here, or I'm going to put a breakout order here. There's tens of different ways that we could look at charts pre-news events and convince ourselves that there's legitimate trades there, when all they're doing is building all of that in so that you can be a part of their stop run shenanigans. Well, good. I'm glad the mic's better. Let's make sure August got in here. Okay, awesome. Boom. Okay, cool. All right, so that's my 2 cents on NFP. Okay, some days. So there's 2 ways to look at it. Okay, NFP can either provide some extra direction for the month in terms of it can start you out in a direction and sort of give backup to rate decision ideas for the month, and kind of keep a ball rolling on a current path that people believe that the market's going to take. Or it can be, I don't think NFP is going to be a real reversal, a true market reversal event anymore, right? You're not going to get, unless they came out today. So what's the number? 203. It was 215 last month. What's the unemployment? 5%. Look, if you came out at it only created 75,000 jobs and the unemployment rate went to 5.1% or 5.2%, then you would probably get a fairly good dollar negative reaction, right? But if it's 175 to 225 and 5% unemployment, hourly earnings, because they dig into that report so far beyond the headline numbers to actually get the real information. So if they get to hourly earnings, or they get to hours worked, or they get to some function of these numbers that they look at and they say, oh, well, that actually makes more sense. That actually, we plug that into our model and things look better in 6 months or whatever. Then you could get some direction off of it, but it's pretty much a non-event anymore. It used to be a huge event. Like right after the financial crisis, NFP used to be like the shiz, right? It used to be the deal, man. This used to be where all the kids came to play. It's like all the kids used to play tetherball, right? Now the tetherball poles just lay still and everybody plays video games at recess. This was the tetherball pole, man. This is where people played. I have no idea what that means, and I don't know why that story even makes sense, but we went there. So that's kind of the long and short. Unless there's a huge surprise today, I doubt much happens. So let's look at the charts real quick and see what I'm talking about in terms of creating these places where they elicit trading and cause stops to be both protection stops and breakout stops to create themselves, right? So obviously Odd and New Zealand are operating off of something completely different right now. Okay, they're operating off of RBA's monetary statement last night. I didn't read through the whole thing, but judging by the AUD USD charts, the GBP AUD charts, and any other chart that has the letters AUD in it, they didn't say good things. So that took New Zealand down, and they've been on a pretty good tear ever since. Let's take a look at both of those first, since those were the big movers overnight. This absolutely looks like, on a daily chart, okay, I mean, 786 looks almost inevitable at this point. Somewhere in this range, 786, 886 on a daily looks like that's a pretty well a given conclusion at this point. Okay, we were watching this trend line for a while. Okay, and once that broke, you know, I mean, all of that odd strength was juiced out, right? I mean, we looked at back when this weekly chart broke out. Okay, this candle here, I was like odd longs. Okay, odd longs trying to get up to the 100, and it didn't quite get there, but we got close. And then all of this news came out, the rate cuts, all of the surprises, and now we've got odd back in this situation. So it looks like eventually odd is going to test this continuation down here. So I'm going to be for the foreseeable, near and distant and present future, I'm going to be shorting odd. Odd is a short. Sorry, August. I hate to sell your country's currency, but here we are. You know, here we are. It's going to happen. Good part is I'm not technically buying my currency. I'm just selling yours. So that's the case with odd. Okay, so what can we do today? Where are we at today? What's NFP going to do? Well, the simple question is, who the heck knows, right? I mean, right now, odd is definitely a sell, okay, but it's broken down and lost a lot of ground already overnight. So I'm not really sure what NFP is going to do with it. This would be one of the ones I would stay away from on NFP. If it's one that you absolutely must trade, there's a possibility of getting some retraces like this, okay? Back up into, I would go 382, 618 kind of area looking for sells, okay? But I would not be selling it down here. Do not sell, all right? I would wait for some kind of a retrace on NFP news and then sell it. Same with NU. NU is a little bit different though. It's definitely not nearly as weak. It has had, I mean, this price action is absolutely wonky, right? And if you don't know what wonky means, you're not alone, because I barely know what it means and I might be misusing it. Are you still short, August? Oh, excuse me if I sip, if you hear coffee slurping. I'm still caffeinating myself up. So NU, I mean, it really seems like NU wants to shoot for this liquidity at 68. And I think NU has more of a possibility of, yeah, refreshingly sounds disgusting, doesn't it? 0 is a good first level. 6 million pips from here. NU is just a little bit different though. It's I don't know. The one thing about NU that's kind of keeping me from just saying it's a short is that, okay, that's too cute. But I will say this, okay, I freaking remember to the minute. Okay, let's zoom out here. I want to go back and look like years ago when this whole debacle happened. Oh, are you for real? Okay, there it is. So I remember when NU was going up and topping out, okay? We were in this move here. I was watching 88.41. I was like, dude, as soon as that liquidity gets blown, I am so short this pair. And it never busted my liquidity. And I still remember that. I was so pissed. I was like, are you serious? I was this far away and you can't bust that liquidity and give me an actual good look for selling this thing? And then it goes and does this. So all that to say, just because there's liquidity doesn't mean it has to be hit. All right. But that look, I mean, holy crap, man. I can't see them really leaving that alone. I can't really see them. I should add a burp to it after this slurp. Oh man, I wish I could on cue. That would be brilliant. So, but NU hasn't broken down its trend, right? It hasn't broken down its upward move. It's retraced again, but these retracements are, they're BA, man. Like bam, and then up, and then bam, and bam, 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 bam. I mean, it's as soon as it starts going up, it just goes straight back down and takes out stops. Like as soon as it goes up, it goes straight back down and takes out stops. So right now, is there a case for this thing going straight back up, taking these stops, and then dying? Sure, absolutely. And NFP will help determine that. But this is some compressed, heavily traded price action. I mean, unbelievable the amount of back and forth that this pair has kind of undergone over this move up. I mean, look at these moves. They're impossible, right? Every time somebody wants to get long, this is just eliciting trading and getting people long and then getting people short and then getting, just screwing everybody along the way. It's not really, I shouldn't say that. It's super measured trading. Like you could probably look at all of these and find perfect fibs. Okay. Perfect 618, right? Perfect 618. Okay. I'm telling you, this was all very engineered, measured moves. Okay. Perfect 618. All right. Those are tough to trade in real time going like this, but let's see. So anyways, that's my thoughts on NU. It's at a support right now. This is a pretty big level where it's at. And NFP is going to be a huge driver for this one. So any Mike says that's what happens when the prime minister is a forex trader. That is so funny. That's so funny. He's like, okay, guys, so I'm gonna talk this thing into a 618, and they're like, what? And he's like, no, never mind. I'm gonna talk well about our currency. Okay, I'm gonna talk to a 6. I mean, never mind. Just never mind. Okay, all right. I'm looking for a Momo on any. No, never mind. I'm not gonna Momo it. I'm looking for momentum for our economy. That's hilarious. You could do a whole like really cheesy, stupid Saturday Night Live skit on that, which I think we should do sometime. So any thoughts on NU or AU? I mean, those are the two that were moving overnight because of news. So if anybody wants to add anything or has any questions on it, let me know. Sorry, I'm making sure my phone is far away. All right, so let's look at the other pairs. EU. All right, so at this point, okay, I would say that if GA is a monster. I'll be over there in just a second, but I'm gonna start back at the beginning and just work my way through now. So, and you're gonna love GA. It never got down to my 382 fib level to get a buy. It just stayed right there and never gave me a buy. So this is the box that Euro's going to operate in, okay? And this looks like two things, okay? This looks like an inevitable touch of the 200 on a CT, all right? And then I'm watching Slack, Jason. So if you need to add a comment or a question, by all means use Slack. I'm keeping my glass eye on it. So this definitely looks like CT. Okay, this is where I would say. Let me go back and make sure. Yep, this is the type of area I would say that you're looking at stops on EU today. Okay, this has a pretty good look to it in terms of the stack and the price action. Okay, this one has some serious potential to do a continuation up here, though. In my IMHO, but if I had to pick, this is not a great place for stop runs. The box isn't built the way you'd want it to be built, but there are going to be stops at both sides of this. Okay, both sides of this move, there are going to be stops today, and my guess is that at very least both sides of this is taken. And like I said, unless it's a surprise, both sides of this will be taken. And 15 minutes into the release, the next candle will be right where the first one started. So look, let me put it this way. I'm flat going into NFP. Okay, I am totally flat. I will make some decisions after the news release on some momos and some other types of trades that I take, but as of right now, I'm flat, and I'll be waiting to see what price action does. So if you want to trade this, we could I can make a whole bunch of conjectures here on, well, where price is going to go, and what NFP. I don't give a crap. The number doesn't mean anything. Only price after the number means anything. Okay. So I would expect stops on both sides of that box. GU actually has a way better box. Okay, and I'm sure you can see it right now before I even put this here. Okay, this one has been building a lot more stops. This is classic illicit trading. Cause people to get long and short at the same time, and this one could be a bear today. This one, whichever way it chooses to go, this one's going to be a beast because it's built in. You could even go up here, right? That I think would be, yeah, I think that's totally legit right there. Okay, so you've got a 130 pip window that they're working inside of right now, and they could have stops on both sides of that pretty easily. So I'd watch this one if you're into some strong news trades. If you're into riding the dragon, this would be the one I'd be riding today. AU, NU, that's what we've looked at. UJ, sloppy piece of. It still hasn't taken out this. Oh yeah, it did. It just popped it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'd say UJ. Yeah, I'd say UJ has a risk-off look to it today. UJ's a new 4-hour Momo after spending a bunch of time up here. That doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot right now, but it's capped. It's capped inside the boss, and it's moving. It's a break below here. This one's got a box too, if you look at it though. You know, could you see a stop run on both sides of that today? Shoot, yeah. You know, I mean, just remember they put all this, you know, all this stuff it's all well thought out, right? It's like setting up a blackjack table 2 days before an event. You know, you're trying to get people to play, and the cool thing about this for them is that it's not, you set up the table and they don't just, you know, play their game and leave. They play their game and stay and wait for the NFP release. So you get people building orders and positions in here saying, oh, I think UJ's going long, and no, I think UJ's going short, and this is proving me right, and this one's proving me right. And yeah, it's like a stacked deck. And so they facilitate and elicit trading with window dressing to get people to build orders in here. Okay, so they're building buy stops, they're building sell stops. Okay, they could be building sell stops here, right? I mean, think of all the places that you could convince yourself to trade this look, and that's where the stops are, and that's what all those guys are looking at, going, yeah, we could do that. So they've spent all of this time, right? They've got unlimited time. They're not like us. They're not on a 15-minute chart going, so I need this to happen right now or I am screwed. Okay? They have time. They grow things. They put things into practice and let them build and then get paid for them. Okay? So that's my view on UJ. UJ could go either way, and it's probably another candidate for some pretty aggressive stop run or stop taking kind of action today. UCAD, not nearly as bad. Okay, they haven't built nearly as much into this one. This looks like a long still. Oil, man, I want to check oil. Sorry, I'm losing my. I am. Oil had that sweet hot look to it yesterday on the daily chart of yeah, and CAD has their news too. So yep, oil's down. I'm telling you, man, oil had that look yesterday. I don't even know who I was on with at the time. It must have been the live group at the end of the day. Must have been the live group at the end of the day, and I saw this pattern on all this. Oh, dang it! What are you doing, dude? Yes, yes. So 43.18, man, that's the breakdown. That's the place where, see, we were looking. I flipped this on and saw this daily chart, and I was like, okay, yeah, it was a live session last night. I was like, what? Are you for real? Like, I'd short oil like every penny I had last night if I could. This look right here, okay, this attempt at continuation sell down, and now last night it hadn't broken the bottom of that candle, but now it has. That's a real deal shiz right there in my opinion. So I think the CADs, excuse me while I yawn. I think the CAD, I'm getting too much sleep lately. I'm not getting up for London, so I'm like, let's just sleep some more. I think the CADs could be in for a ride again if they regain their correlation with oil, right? Which I guess they are. I guess that's been the correlation. We're fine. So if this move continues, if we could get a breakdown of 43.18, because look, I've said it all along, all right? I've said it all freaking along. Number one, I'm emotionally involved with oil. It is It is it's my trading mistress. I truly believe that. I just never do anything with it. So at very least, okay, if I believe that this will be tested. Okay, this pin bar will be tested. Pin bars, to me are just magnets. Okay, they're just magnets for stops and for, yeah. I do. I wanted to just destroy this pin bar. Like, that's, oh my gosh. I just see that. I've seen it for weeks now, and I've been wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong. So it's at least, okay, if it doesn't make it all the way to the pin bar, okay, it's going to at least get to here. Okay, 30, so low 30s again. Okay. I mean, like 30 and change, not 31, 32, 30 and change. Okay, it's going to move back down here, but I am expecting, okay, I'm expecting at some point in time a continuation on this pin bar, and one of these days I'll be proven right. And once that happens, I'll tell everybody and their mother to leverage the dog. Okay, sell the dog, sell the kids. I mean, pawn them. You could buy them back at that point. Sell your cars, sell your coin collection, your stamp collection, your family photo album. Oh, Nadex does oil. Nadex does oil. I can't get involved. I'm emotionally involved. I don't want to be financially involved. But that's really interesting. So that's how I'm looking at oil, and that's going to affect CADs, right? I think oil is going to head down from here, at least in the short term. Okay, and I'm hoping that it can, break up this move a little bit and start finding its way back down, so that everybody I told to be patient down here at 30 is not so mad at me anymore. All right, 28 minutes till news. Let's get back over to the pairs. So oil headed down. What's that going to mean for you, CAD, right? That's going to be potentially CAD weakness, which should help CADs across, or help CAD pairs across the board, right? So we could look at GC. Okay, go 4 hour, go stack, right? I mean, yeah. These are starting to look like the bee's knees to get back up to the 200 on dailies. I mean, I hate to say I was right, but the 100 sort of held, and it doesn't matter that I'm right, because I'll admit to you, I got break evened out on this trade, basically, like a humongous DA. I got break evened on this trade. Total broke my plan, right? I went into this and I said it on the blog, right? I'm like, okay, I want to run pure inventory into this, because we had this day where it was no, I wasn't break even. I was just small profit. Like right in here, I was like, I'll take a profit. Dumbass, right? Oh, I'm telling you, man, we all No one is immune from making those kind of moves, right? No one is immune from it. It's okay. My friend Matt would be pretty happy with me and say, you know what? You got 10 pips. Good job. You got 10 pips of a 4,000 pip move. Good job. He'd give me 2 thumbs up and say, good job. And I'd punch him in the face and be like, you know what? I'm done with the 10 pip crap. I don't want to do that. So, I mean, I could go back and put my trades on the screen. I was short I was long all up into this. All up into this. But I wanted to do it on a pure inventory. I said I said it all along. I wanted to do pure inventory. I wanted to go stopless, not topless, stopless, and just ride the bounce that I knew was coming. Right? I knew that this price action was so condensed and labored and just absolutely begging to be destroyed. And I didn't follow my plan. I didn't follow my plan. 24. So did you like hold it and sold it for 8 pips? You sound that's well, good job. We both got 8 pips out of a 4 bazillion pip move. That's the real deal shiz right there, right? Oh my gosh. So UCAD looks like a long going in NFP, guys. It really does. I don't think that's going to change. EG looks like it has a little box going here too. Okay, this one may be the best. Whoops. This one. I wanted to push this button. Shall we do that? Come on, Sean. This may be the best box of them all, actually. In all reality, this may be the most bestest. April got 57. See, I should hang out with April more. She's smarter than me on UCAD. She gets more than 8 pips. This box on EG looking like Stop Run City, right? I mean, this looks like it's gonna be chop them and stop them. Okay. Well, then I beat August because I got 10. So August. GA. Here's the killer, right? This is the one that this is the fib I had for on the blog, and the fib I was looking at, and it just never went there. Just too strong. Just absolutely too strong. What an amazing pair, though. What an amazing pair. One of these days, I'm going to get on the right side of one of these and I'm just going to sit back and take 10 pips. It is absolutely something where on GA, okay, or GN or EA or EN, okay, EIEIO, you almost have to just commit to riding the dragon and go stopless, right? Because anytime that you want to put a stop in here, they're going to take it. Like, they're just going to take it. I mean, that's pure, stop run madness there. That would piss you off so bad if you got long in here, stop below that, and then watch that happen, right? I mean, you almost have to play this pair, okay, totally with the trend, knowing that pullbacks are inevitable, and that big moves are also inevitable. So, I mean, I'm not saying you want to counter trade this. I'm saying you want to just don't overanalyze it almost, and just freaking get on it, right? And just put a trade size on that allows you to manage it and stay in it. But then you just want to you just want to go. So I don't trade this as much anymore, but I would love to. I mean, in all honesty, I would love to. GN filled the gap. That was, Kind of expected that to happen. Who knows what they're going to do with NFP though. Okay, so price is consolidating pretty heavily for the next 20 minutes. Nothing's really changed. So that's what I'm going to be watching today. All right. Does anybody have any questions on anything? Any other pairs you want me to go over that you're, you could be looking at, you could be stuck in, you could be, oh, DXY. We should look at DXY. Dude, I need to go get more coffee. The Dixie. Oh man, that's funny, August. So this is an interesting look, right? At first glance, okay, it kind of seems like it's been trying to, and this could be total just conjecture, right? Just total I guess everything in trading is total conjecture, but so it's kind of got these few. Let's just do this since we're in trading view, and trading view is so much easier to chart than, oops. So you've got this stop run here, okay, on the low. You've got a stop run here on the low, okay. That's kind of with nothing really happening up at the top. I don't know. Michael, you were guest 370. So now the question is it a break and buy, right? I mean, so far it's been a break and buy, but is this something that is going to, I don't know. Today could be a good day to get a sort of a decision on, is the weekly going to complete a CT and hit the 200, or all right. It's in a pretty precarious spot right now in terms of August. It never fails, man. It never fails that August is the one talking about something like that. So it seems to me, okay, it seems to me like dollar needs to at least have sort of a move back up towards the trend line, right? I don't think it has the oomph to just break down here, okay? You know, we did have a slightly hawkish Fed the last time they talked. You have to remember that. And you know, this move, okay, the 115 move on EU, this run here may have been a fairly decent turning point, at least to get back up. You know, even if we just got back up to, you know, the boss or even up here, you know, a daily has stacked down now. So a lot of times though, you know, you guys probably see this all the time, but a lot of times new stack downs, you get a 200 test, right? You get a move up to the 200. It doesn't always happen, but you know, to see a move like this, okay, and test that 200 and then go back down, totally possible, right? Totally possible. I don't think now that it's stacked though that it's going to have the pressure right away to do this. You don't normally see that in stacks, right? You don't normally see a new daily stack and then but I could be wrong. I don't know. I mean, I can't be. I mean, I can't be wrong. Never mind. Yeah, it does. I mean, it's 53.7 or 54.1654321. I think it's 53 or 54% or 57%. It's in the 50s. It's not quite as high as 60. I'm just looking around. Sorry. Okay, we got 13 minutes till news. I am going to go reload my coffee cup. Well, we can look here real quick. $57.6. Yen 13.6. Pound. It's shocking how little the pound has to do with the dollar index, right? As heavily traded as GU is, and it has that little to do with the dollar index. AU and NU are not even a part of it. I guess I didn't even realize how little they had to do with it. And this, like, why? 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 Yeah, Jason, I think, officially going mad. All of the time spent sitting here talking to a computer screen is I really think making me go a touch insane. Well, go to work, man. Get to work. I'm not that. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's basically EU. It's basically EU. That's why I always say it's the inverse. I always say that because it's really just the inverse of EU. It's not even really a good it's not even really a good indicator of what most of the dollar pairs are going to do, right? It's 9% Canadian. So what? You know, so what? So the DXY is moving down. Does that mean UCAD's going to move down? Not really. So it's more I don't even know why it's here, to be honest with you. It's just like you could just say, you know, if you want to look at DXY, just go look at Euro. So, all right, 10 minutes to news. I'm going to go get some coffee, turn the mic off, get set for news, and I'm going to spend about 10 or 15 minutes after news seeing what reactions are and seeing if we could find anything to any direction that we could call for the rest of the day. So I'll be right back. For those that aren't in the chat, Jason, I am walking away from the microphone right now, okay? So let's just be clear on that. Just kidding, my friend. Just kidding, my friend. Yeah, August. I mean, it's totally weird, right? Like, why US dollar SEK, right? Why no AUD or New Zealand? I mean, why? Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty funny, wasn't it? Stay away from anything breakable. Oh man, I could tell you so many stories. Absolute pure, unbridled, pissed off frustration at this game. Like just oh man. The emotional roller coaster that this game takes you on until you learn to control them is probably the worst ride of anything you could take in your life. I mean, it's probably not worse than love, but it's second. There's not another job in the world that I could think of that takes you on an emotional roller coaster. Maybe if you're a professional athlete, maybe you lose a championship or something. I've tried to stay away from Windows. I know those are expensive to replace. But anyways, all right. I'll talk later. I'm gonna go grab coffee. Okay, I'm back. Is anybody watching like CNBC or something and can put up a live number when it comes out? Is that possibly? 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. What is going on around here? Okay, so expect the CADs to be super volatile right now. Okay. Okay, Michael, can you post a number when you see it? August, does that have a huge delay on it for the number? Okay. Yeah, anybody that can just put up the number when it comes out would be great. We've got 1 minute. We got a 205 expectation and a 5% unemployment rate right now. Yep, exactly, Jason. Bulls and Bears lined up on both sides. Let's organize this so that we can see the CADs together. That way, so CADs are over here, pound CAD, dollar CAD are over here. New Zealand. Okay, there we go. Dollar negative, dollar negative, dollar negative. Initially. Anyone got the number? Oh yeah. $160. All right, that's a negative surprise. That's a negative surprise. 160 is a negative surprise. 5% remains the same. Hourly earnings 0.3. What was the expected on hourly? All right, not expected, but what was last month's? Did it increase or stay the same? Or I'm sorry, that's a 0.3 increase, isn't it? Up 0.3. Revision lower on the headline number or hourly earnings? Average earnings are up. Okay. Okay. Not sure they're talking too fast. Okay, I'm gonna look at the link. It'd be great to have a news link that's better than Forex Factory, that's for sure. All right. Look, guys, I think that any strength right now AU could be sold into. Okay. I think that AU is definitely a candidate for some sells into any strength right now. In fact, I wish I would have been selling right at the news. Dang it. Too busy looking at other stuff. Don't sell it now. Don't sell it now. Into strength, not where we were. Okay. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna focus in for a couple minutes and see if I can find anything interesting. Interesting action here. Interesting action. Still giving it a dollar strength look here. Odd broke the lows. Everything else has pretty much remained in its place. Again, kind of a non-event. Yeah, it looks like dollar might get a little bit of power here, guys. GU may look for these bottom stops, guys. All right, so GU did run these bottom stops. Okay, they run these bottom stops, and EU ran the top stops. Now it's working back down. NU, AU are in big trouble. Okay, we talked about GU. So other than that, dollar CAD is shooting the moon. What did CAD numbers do? What did the CAD numbers do? Minus 2.1 versus 2. That's not good, huh? That's a no bueno. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, this is looking like some dollar strength today, guys. Yeah, good for Viper, right? I mean, that'll help him out a squinch. I've been using that word a lot lately. Squinch. I have no idea what it even means. Oh man. All right. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be in the chat. I would be looking at Momos on dollar long stuff today. Okay. Maybe drop down to fives and maybe drop down to fives or something like that. 15s may not give a lot of opportunities. It's going to be a little bit ugly, but that's how I'd be looking at it today. Momos possibly for dollar strength. I'd give this another 45 minutes to work through though. All right, you could still see some reversals on this. Okay, so give it 45 minutes. You know, let the dust settle here. All right, and then go in and see what you can do about finding some momos. I'll be in the Slack chat if you wanna chat about slacking or anything else, and we'll go from there. All right. This was fun. We'll do this more often, especially NFP days and probably FOMC days and ECB days and BOE days and BOJ days. No, I hate BOJ. BOC days, AARP days, 007 days. So anyways, you get my drift. All right, guys, have fun, trade safe, okay? Just please trade safe. I'm gonna leave you with this, okay? We're gonna call this Sean's parting wisdom, parting shots with Shawnee Cakes. The best thing that you can do is make this about the process and not about the money, okay? I know that's so hard. We're in this for the money. I get it, okay? But the money will come. A good friend of mine, my mentor actually, not trading mentor, my life and faith mentor, always told me, don't despise the day of small beginnings. Okay, if you're not making the money that you want to make in your account right now, like, I would say accept that, and then figure out a way to, number one, make it a two-pronged approach. Okay, figure out how to be consistent, all right, with what you have. Okay, I know a couple of guys out there are trying, to make 10 pips a day or $1 a day or $2 a day or whatever it is. Okay, and after a while that feels miserable, right? Like, why am I doing this? But it's not for the money. Okay, as soon as you start focusing on the money, as soon as you start making the money, or making it about the money, you stop focusing on what you need to focus on. Okay, and then at the same time, do something else to make more money. Okay, get a second job, do something to increase your stake. Okay, so that as your consistency grows, your account grows, and you can work them both together at the same time. Okay, it's not easy. It's not freaking easy. I'm in the same. I mean, I'm in the same boat right now. Okay, I don't have all the money I want to trade. I don't make as much off of trading as I want to make, but I'm getting pretty damn good at the process. All right, so now that I can get pretty good at the process, I can take other avenues. Okay, it doesn't just have to be finding funding. I can work a little bit more, do something else productive. And anybody that's been around me for a while has heard me say this, so I'm not going to soapbox it today, but stay safe, guys. Okay, there's it's not the money that's riding on this. Okay, money's not a real consequence, right? Money can be replaced, and we always find a way to replace the money, but we can't replace the mental damage that it does when we have to go through it again. Okay, and I know that from experience, man. I found money whenever I needed money. Somehow I found the money to do what I needed to do, but I can never replace those times when the mental scar tissue doesn't go away as easily, right? So that's it, guys. I appreciate everyone here. I truly want to see everyone succeed, and it tears me apart inside when that's not happening. So anyways, have a good weekend. Trade safe today, and I'll see you guys next week. I don't know how to say next week in Spanish, so I'm just going to say next week. All right, guys.